What's up guys, it's Rex Collects and welcome to an unboxing video. Have we done an unboxing video of this channel? I don't know. We haven't done it since I did the rebranding and finally settled on what this channel is going to be. That just sounds unprofessional, but anyway, welcome to an unboxing video. So as many of you guys know, I do have a fondness for old media formats, one of them being VHS, And certain movies that I like to watch on that format better than I would DVD or Blu-ray. Now, the benefit is, with any game console, old or new, anything really made in the last 25 years, for the most part, you can just throw a DVD and, in most modern cases, Blu-rays right into the console. They double as being both. You don't even need a DVD or Blu-ray player most of the time. Granted, I do own one. But contained within here is something I've been needing to purchase a new one of for a while. So I had the same VHS player for quite a long time, and it did eventually die. It was one of the cheaper end models. I've been doing my research later into what ones would have been better. Because, in my mind, a VHS player was just a VHS player, right? And granted, that might just seem a bit silly considering it is something I collect as VHS tapes. I would want the best thing to play those on. Surprisingly, when I did the research and had a bit more look into it, it's the first time I've really researched, differences in tech or technology, whatever. And I came to the conclusion this is one of the better ones to go out and buy. So this is what I've got in here. Finally replacing it after quite a few months of, procrastinating, putting it off and just other stuff like that. So I'll admit, the first place to try looking was kind of where I got the TV we discussed in yesterday's video. Charity places. Because I had like loads of kind of retro TVs and stuff like that, DVD players. I was like, well, why don't I have a look there? Didn't turn up anything, so I'm going to show you what I've got in here. And I'll admit, I did already kind of open this up, just to clarify that's what the hell was actually in here. So let's begin. I'm not going to be unboxing this on camera. I can't show the bottom of it because my address is on there. But essentially, this is not inside of a box. It is just a crazy good wrap job, which I got to commend the eBay seller for doing that, but let's get it out. And here it is. So we've got a Sony model here. Now, that's kind of, I suppose that we call that the exact model number, but I can't remember off the top of my head, but I did my research, and this is one of the better models to get if you're not going to spend a lot of money. Yeah, the top bit definitely needs some stuff done. In fact, there's some writing on it. I don't know, I'm going to have to clean this up, but, I'm not complaining. I think I paid $35 for this, and yes, there is a cable included with this. And this will be good. This is one of the top end models from Sony. Again, it is scratched on top, but there's going to be other stuff on top. Yeah, I really got to clean this up, but got your SCART lead back there. Unfortunately, there's some more of the stats for this. Sony, but it's made in Germany. That makes total sense. I would have thought, honestly, Sony, this would be made in Japan, but here we are. Now, whereas I will be able to put a VHS in this to, show it turning on and stuff in the video, I cannot hook up to the TV. Obviously, this being what it is, SCART, it's either that or nothing. And sadly, when I threw out the one that finally died, I think I was the idiot who threw out the SCART lead with it. So I've ordered, the gold-pronged SCART cable, which was the equivalent of the gold HDMIs that are meant to be better. So I will show it off in a future video, but let's get it hooked up anyway, because I'm going to add this into the entertainment tower. Let me show you what I mean. Welcome to Das Tower. The amount of things that I have, not just in my entertainment setup, but around the house with this connection is kind of crazy. But am I really surprised? Discuss. Right, so we got it hooked up, and I got to be honest, right? I kind of don't want to put the Xbox Series S back on top of this because it would take away from the cool look of one of this all being black, so it kind of looks cool. And it's nice and retro, almost like, the old school kind of drawers that this sits on. By the way, that's not all about having a retro look. I needed to replace my furniture. I wanted something old and solid rather than IKEA. I'm the guy with a lot of IKEA furniture, but the drawers are not great. We'll put the Series S back on top and you'll see what I mean by that. The temptation just to hide this somewhere, seeing as it is a all-digital console, that would technically work. Plus, it means I'll be able to put the PS3 that I'm thinking about buying on top of this. But there we go. We got to, we can pick standby. And, let's put a tape in and eject it. We got it for the purpose of the video. Right, we're ready? Right, we're going to do this. Right. that in. If I remember right, you're meant to press pause. There's a button, the way you can do is you hit to make them rewind really fast. So you hit stop. And then it'll rewind stupidly fast. Which is something that I always thought used to be quite cool on VHS players. But, I mean, it's going to rewind that random tape from my collection. It's Batman, if anyone's curious. But I am now slightly tempted to see where I could hide the Xbox Series S, so that I can still use the USB, like, part of the controller. But, like, it does take away from the cool and retro look of the rest of the TV stand. I mean, look, you come over here and stuff like that, it's... Oh, as it goes with all the old Sony equipment, and, you know... Obviously, I do use this for calls. It's not, like, a prop or anything, but... I might actually try and find a way. I always put this behind the TV if I was to. I'm not showing the craziness of wires, but you can see that thing doing its stuff. But yeah, and we'll hit eject. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I want to thank everyone for watching. I will make further content again. I need to get a SCART cable. One was ordered like the day after I ordered this. So I suppose after this, time to go check my eBay tracking. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, and who knows, I'll make a video about maybe hiding this, because I'm enjoying doing the daily videos in here.